Hello and welcome to this edition of Goa 365's Face to Face. With us is a familiar figure in the political world, Sankalp Amonkar of the Goa Congress. Now the reason why Sankalp is here is very funny, but it's probably part of what we are seeing all over the country. Sankalp, welcome. So
Yes, sir.
what happened last night is that earlier there was an agitation regarding taking of Goans as part of the ISL, giving Goans some employment in the ISL. So yesterday from the news is that the Congress, there was some sort of a compromise and the ISL agreed to take this. And suddenly we get news at around 12 midnight that the cops had come to Sankalp's door and a few other Congress activists because they were leading the agitation. So we were obviously a little surprised because this is Goa and it should not happen. And anyway, protests are a part of our society. So Sankalp, could you give us a briefing? आमकां कितें सांगूंक शकता exactly कशें जालें तें, how that everything boiled up that cops reached your door at so and so this and why? That we'll go later. But yeah.
Yeah. So basically, boss, I want to tell you that regarding this ISL, every year the ISL is taking place in Goa.
Yes.
And it is going very smoothly.
Yes.
This year also they have decided that Goa will be the main venue because of this corona issues. So they are not going to have it national level because all others earlier used to be part of बाकीच्या स्टेटीन सगळीकडे चलताले. So this time they thought that it will be held only in Goa. So it was very obviously and everybody agreed for that. So we were only concerned about because this corona cases rising in Goa, about having ISL in Goa, whether it will create more problem and it will increase the cases because earlier we know even the players, the coach got COVID and they were been quarantined and all. So that was of it, and later on we came to know the cases has gone and everyone agreed that ISL should be held in Goa. But what was shocking to us when we came to know, somewhere around November 4th we came to know, that earlier the entire ISL which is to take place in Goa, there was a company whom the ISL is to give the contract, and the company's name is DNA. It is based in Bangalore. So this company is to always give subcontract to the Goan people. And Goan is to supply the security, the generator, the sound system, whatever is required, like buses, taxis, everything was been provided by the Goan.
Okay, one second, let me interrupt you, sir. Now, earlier this used to happen. All Goans used to be part of this, no, in the earlier ISL?
Yeah. Part of it.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Please continue.
Till date, the ISL which has taken place during our, when Dempo and Salgokar is to host, then later after them, the FC Goa is to host. So it was been done in Goa and the Goan would get the benefit. But this time, when the ISL, the entire matches, more than 200 matches are held in Goa now. And the entire contract was given to the DNA, and DNA brought the entire requirement, the entire infrastructure which is required to host the ISL are entire from Goa. Like for example, the buses are being brought from Delhi, Haryana, West Bengal. The taxis are being brought from Delhi, Kerala, Haryana, Maharashtra, Karnataka. So like when we came to this, people came to us and they told about the entire business is being given to outsiders, not to the Goans. Even the sound system, even the generators, everything, the security part, even the ground men, the ground who makes the pitch, the ground, those people have also been brought from outside. So we gave a thought, we had a discussion with our leadership, and then we held a press conference on 9 November. 9 November we had a press conference, and we told the ISL people that this business should be given to the our
locals.
Goals. Baba go सध्या academic time असा आमचो कोरोनाच्या भितर लोकांक बिझनेस ना ते टुरिस्ट टॅक्सी बेकार आसा बसवाले बेकार आसा आमचे जनरेटर जे लोकांनी जनरेटर हाडला ते बेकार आसा साऊंड सिस्टम सो हांकां बिझनेस दिया म्हणून आणि आम्ही तांकां 4 दिसाचो टाइम दिलो 4 दिसा भितर जर तुम्ही आमच्या गोंयकारांक बिझनेस दिना जाल्यार मागीर फुडले बाबा एक्शन घेवंक जाय प्रोटेस्ट करूंक जाय ते आमी करतले म्हणून बट द ISL people did not take it seriously. I want to tell them that they did not take it very seriously. Then we had to come on the ground, and on this month, on 18th November, we went to Nagoa, that is at Verna, and where the
Okay.
Mumbai City team was supposed to come for practice match at Nagoa ground,
Okay.
we stopped that bus. We stopped that bus and we did not allow the football players who were there in the bus to get out of the bus, and we kept the bus for 2 hours, and then we turned the bus and we sent that bus back without giving them to practice.
Okay.
So this was the incident which took place. After that, we submitted a memorandum to the ISL chairman, to the entire CEO, to the chief secretary, to the collector, that if these people does not give the business to the Goan, then we will, the matches which are going to start on from 20th of November, we will disturb those matches. This was the
Okay,
thing what
okay.
we had given the warning to them. So
Okay.
according to that, on 18, on 19 something, they came with the entire team, called up our leader of opposition, the Digambar Kamat.
Okay.
They called up him, they called up our party president Girish Chodankar and told that
Okay.
we want to have a meeting with you all. So
Okay.
we told, okay, no problem. And after that, they came for a meeting at Congress House. They
Kalu?
were here, sitting here in the Congress
Kalu?
House. Day before yesterday, day before
And
yesterday.
okay, okay.
Day before yesterday, they came for a meeting where the CEO of the ISL was there. He is a foreigner. Then there was executive director, the main person, and then there was the in charge of Goa, who looks after the Reliance, organizing the after the Reliance in charge of Goa. These three people had come, and myself, along with our leader of opposition, Digambar Kamat, and my colleague Amarnath Panjikar, Janardhan Bandare, and Varad Matolkar, we had a long discussion with them. And
Okay.
they gave us the list, which are the buses employed, which are the taxi employed, and all. And the taxis were all Maharashtra, Karnataka, Delhi registration. The buses were all UP registration and all. So we told them, but these taxis, you should employ it from Goa. These
Okay.
buses, you should employ, give the business to Goa. The generator business should be given to Goan. The security
Okay.
business should be given to Goa. And after having a long discussion with them, they agreed. They agreed
Okay.
for that. And they told
Okay.
us, they told us that, Baba, you all give the names of the taxi which is. So we told that the Congress party is not going to give you the names. We are we want the Goans to get the business. So we called up the taxi union of Goa, the taxi owner union. They came all. We called up the bus owners association. They came over here, and we told them to provide the names of the taxi to these people. And according
Okay.
to that, they made a list of the Innova vehicles, the buses, and the generator who will supply the generator, and we had given a list to them. And they promised us that, Baba, this we will get a approval from our high bosses. And according to that, they said that we will send it to Mumbai and we will get the approval. And they told us to wait till Monday. Monday evening, by Monday evening, we will issue the work orders to all these people, to the
Okay.
Goa people. So according to that, we agreed for that. When they have given a promise
Word,
saying
yes.
that they will give the business to the Goa.
Ashwasan, yes.
Yeah, so and in front of our CLP leader, because our Digambar also was very furious. They told, how can you organize such a big event and not give business to the Goan when
Absolutely.
in this
Absolutely, yes.
corona situation? So the Goan should get the benefit. So our CLP leader was very furious and they agreed. And according to that, we said, okay, fine. I am in touch with the person who is the in charge of Goa for Reliance. I am in touch with him, and he told me that yesterday also he told me on the phone that we have got the approval from Mumbai, and by Monday evening you will get the orders for all these people. I said,
Correct.
okay, fine. We don't have a problem. And this was the thing till that, and we were very smoothly because it happened very smoothly, and
Smoothly.
we were fighting for
Okay.
the Goans, and we were
Absolutely,
happy that
yes.
the Goans got the business. Yeah, the Goans got
correct.
the business.
Correct. Mahir किधर है?
Now suddenly, it was like a shocking for us. Last night. Like suddenly, I reached my house. Even Bharat was not there at his place. We were out, and I get a call from my house saying that the police has come to search for me.
I see. Okay. What time?
Even Bharat, it was somewhere around 11:30.
Okay.
And then Bharat also calls me up and tells that the police, the PI has come to his house with the constables and they want to know where we are. So then I said, Baba, what is this happening? So I was not aware. Then I get a call from the police saying that, Baba, where are you? I said, I am in Panjim on the way coming to Vasco. Then Bharat also told them the same way, I am coming to Madol. So Janardhan Bandari also gets a call, even Amarnath Panjikar, where are you? So they disturb us the entire night. And then I get a call from the police saying that, Baba, where are you? I said, I am on the way to Vasco. And then he told me, no, the PI wants you to give in writing. The PI wants to give in writing saying that, Baba, you are not going to disturb the ISL matches. So I told where the question comes to disturb the ISL matches when already the Reliance people, the ISL people have agreed that they are going to give the business to the Goans. So when they have agreed to give the business for the Goan, we don't have any other issues with them. So we told that I am not giving in writing to this person. Whatever you want to do, you can go ahead with the
One
thing.
second. Now wait,
This
let
was
me
the
interrupt.
right-
Sankalp, एक minute. Now what I'm saying is, has a complaint been made by ISL against y'all? This is what I want to know.
There is no complaint made against us.
Then on
The
what
ISL has
basis
not
the
made
police
any
have
complaint.
asked for this in writing?
The
Under what
police
section?
is asking writing only. They have not told us any section. We had submitted a memorandum.
Okay.
In that memorandum, we had mentioned that the business should be given to the Goans, and we mentioned the entire detail: the generator business, the taxi business, bus
Correct.
business. All this should be given to the Goans. And if you all don't give this to Goans, then we will see that the ISL machines, we will disturb it. So this was the thing what we had written on that we will disturb the ISL mess. So they are saying that we have given a dhamki, a threatening in the memorandum saying that we are going to disturb the ISL matches. So
Correct.
on that basis, they want to tell us that Baba, you all give in writing that you are not going to disturb. I said the Reliance has not given the ISL people, the Reliance people have not given us in writing that they are going to give jobs to, they are going to give the business to the Goans. They have given us, told us in orally, saying that Baba, we are going to give the business, wait till Monday, we are issuing the work order. So at that we told them, okay, we will not disturb the ISL matches, nor we are going to have any protest till Monday evening. We get the Goans get the work order.
मग आज किती आले?
Work order.
You all had come to the police station headquarters. आज किती आले?
Yeah. So what we did yesterday, after this, all these incidents happened. Today, we all of four of us, myself, along with Janardhan Bhandari, Amarnath Panjikar, and Bharat Madolkar, we went to the DGP to meet the DGP in his
Okay.
cabin. But DGP was not there. The SP, South SP was there. He was there with us, and we had a very long discussion with him. And we told him a simple thing that see, this thing has to, we have done a favor on the government. This was the initiative should have been taken by the government to have this compromise with the SL and with the locals, Goans. They should have done this compromise. So we are not in government. Actually, we have stopped the violence because these people were so violent that they
Upset.
wanted to upset that they were supposed to go at such a state that the violence would have taken place. During the SL matches, all these taxi people, the bus owners, they were supposed to take. We convinced them saying, Baba, we have spoken to them and they are giving the business to you. So you need not go to that extent to go with the violence. So we have controlled the people of Goa. We have made them understand and we made being a mediator to them, we have compromised with ISL and the Goans people to get the business. This was actually the job of the government, which government has failed. And later on after that, when we did this thing, today when we met the SP, we told SP directly, see, the ISL people have told us till Monday, you all wait, by Monday evening we are giving. So the SP is saying we are not bothered whether they give business to Goans or we are not, whether they don't give, we are not concerned, we are only concerned as far as law is concerned, law and order issue is there. So we want you to give in writing to us saying that you are not going to disturb. If that is the case, then I will tell you, you take a writing from the ISL that they are going to give business to the Goan by Monday evening. If they give in writing, then we are ready to give in writing. This was the thing he told. Then he is saying that, no, if this is the case, then we all will be arrested because the memorandum has gone to the collector and the collector has sent it to the PI. So it is PI's responsibility now to, or you should give in writing to the PI. We said, Baba, we are not going to give in writing to the PI. If you arrest us, you are free to arrest us. We are ready to get arrested because we are fighting for the cause of Goans, to get them the business. Because in this pandemic situation, the Goans are in need of business, and at this moment, if you are going to get the outsiders and give them the business, it is not fair. This was the thing, and we have told them that we are not going to give in them in writing. If you all want, you can arrest us. The SP is saying, no, you have to give us in writing, otherwise you will be arrested. So we said, okay,
We got that. Now, Sakal, how kide munda? Now, you know, you've been in politics for a long time. Your party has been in power, outside power. Now, will the police act in this way unless there are orders from top? What do you think?
It is definitely, it is all politically motivated. This government cannot see that. They thought that nothing will happen. we will agitate, the issue will be settled. We won't go to, they never thought that we would go to such an extent that we will stop the bus of the player at Nagua and we will not allow them to get down from the bus, and we send that bus back without allowing them to practice. So now here, because just it was 2 days left for the tournament, so they have come to this settlement where this is going to benefit only to the Goans. Goans are going to get the benefit.
Yeah, I
So
agree. I
they-
agree. I'm not on that point. I'm not on that point.
Yeah,
Now,
the
you see, now for
the
example,
government-
you feel that no, I'm not on that point. Te munda. Agide munda. Now, police. You think police will act without any higher up directions, or is this at the police level? तुमचे इथून किती म्हणून? What do you think?
So this is not at the police level. This is not at all the police. This is at the Home Ministry level. And who is the Home Minister of Goa? He is the Chief Minister. So if the Chief Minister has issued the orders to the police that we should be arrested, because they think that they want to frighten us. They want to threaten us by saying that, Baba, we are going to arrest you. So they think that by threatening us, that we will get scared. No, CM. We are not going to be scared. We are fighting for the Goans. Even if you arrest us 10 times, we are least bothered. But here the entire picture is from the Home Ministry that these people should be arrested, because they feel if tomorrow the work is given to the Goans, so it will be they feel that the credit will go to Congress party. So here it is not the question of getting the credit the Congress party get or BJP party. It was the duty of the government to get these people and settled it, which they have failed. They could not do it. Even Michael Lobo worked with the people to CM, where he could not get the things settled with the taxi owner association and the bus owner association. So
They had
we-
gone. Wait. Who had gone to the CM? Who had gone?
Michael Lobo.
Regarding ISL?
Michael Lobo had gone with the,
Regarding
with
ISL?
to give the business to, regarding the ISL, to give the business to the taxi association people.
I see.
So he had just gone, he had a talk with them, and the CM had promised them, okay, we will see the matter and we will try to give business to you all. Even the transporter, the bus owner had gone to the CM, and the CM had given instruction to the director of transport, see that the Goan buses are employed. But then also they could not give the thing. It has happened just because when we took the initiative and they came to our office, we didn't go. The ISL people came to our Congress house, and there they had given us assurance, by Monday we are giving. So now they cannot take this. The government is unable to take this, but somewhere this settlement is taking place and the Goans is going to get benefit. So they feel that the credit should go to, so they are going to arrest us, and so getting these people back to them, and this telling them this is because of us, because of this government, we are passing this business opportunity. This is something I feel these people are trying to do behind the thing.
Possible that ISL is putting pressure because it doesn't want to agree to your demands? Is it that possible? Putting pressure on the government?
Maybe ISL, you know, the ISL is being hosted by such a big company, you know, that Ambani people. So they are the main boss of this ISL, so Ambani Group. So Ambani Group must have put a pressure on that, but we are not scared. See, whether he's Ambani, Tata, Adani, whatever, we are not bothered about them. We are here as Goans, and we are going to Congress party is going to fight here for the Goans, and we will see that these people get the business opportunity. Now, the ISL has given us the word by Monday evening they are going to give us the work order to this Goan. If they don't give, I will be openly telling them, if you all don't give these jobs, this business opportunity to the Goans, you will see that the Congress people, the entire people of Goa will try to disturb your ISL matches.
Okay, now Sankalp, let me go a little, now this is specifically ISL. But Sankalp, is this a pattern? Every time some protest happens, some dissent happens, that it's being cracked down. People are being put in, even journalists, politicians. Is this a pattern all over, you feel?
It is a mentality of this government, not only in Goa, also in the central level. So central where BJP is ruling, and also in Goa the BJP is ruling. It is their mental this thing that Baba, they want to threaten the people. They want the people who are vocal, the people who are raising their voice for the people. So they just want to put them down. They want to stop their work. So the only what is left with them, only machinery which is left with them is the police force. So they try to use this police force on these people. It might be journalists, it might be us, it might be the protesters, it might be the NGOs, it might be the civil society people who are fighting for this. So whoever, they just try to block these people. So this is the pattern of this government, just try to substitute the voices of the Goan people.
And even that now, for example, there is a big issue going on now on that double tracking and that coal. But for the past 2 days, we've been getting stories that despite a lot of assurances and all, that work is still going on with police protection. So basically, it looks as if that agitation also, even though people are protesting, it's not, the nothing is happening on that front too, from the government side.
This is what I am trying to tell the people of Goa. We cannot trust this CM, the people of the government, this government which is running, because they just use the assurance to tell, they will tell you. Now recently we heard that Babashan saying that the Nuya MLA saying that he had gone with a delegation and that CM has agreed that Baba, the double tracking, we won't go with the double tracking, we won't increase the coal handling. One side they are talking, this side, other side, the entire work of the double tracking is good. See, basically here, the Goan people are not, there is a image of Goans saying that we are opposing to the entire project which is coming to Goa. The Goans are only opposing to those projects which are harmful for the state. For example, double tracking. For example, coal hub. For example, Molem project. For example, our Walpuri project, IIT project. So the casino, the Sunburn, these are the genuine project which the government is trying to get. So the people are opposing for this project. Now you tell me the double tracking, as you mentioned, double tracking, whom it is going to benefit? Which one person is going to benefit out of the double tracking? It is special. They are having this double tracking only to benefit the Zindas, the Vedantas, because only for this coal transportation. And who is going to get benefit out of this? Only this, the government is going to make money out of this, because one of his ministers is totally involved into coal handling, the coal transportation. So only these people are going to get benefit. So here the people are very vocal nowadays. The people have come on the street, and I am very much confident that the double tracking issue which is going on, they are trying to put the double tracking in some places. They have already started the work, but we will see to it that the double tracking does not take place in Goa. That assurance we can give it to the people of Goa.
Sankalp, one point I want. काल तुम्ही yesterday तुम्ही ते तुमचे हेजेर हें घेतलेले on Vasco, on those jetties and that coal and all. Now could you just give us a little bit of clarity? We are almost out of time, but could you just give us in a minute or what exactly is that issue? Because I don't think people have really understood what is the thing.
See, basically, that issue is like, there is a person, the local MLA, Mr. Milind Naik. He is running the entire show in the MPT port.
He's a minister,
a big
Sankalp, not just MLA,
he's
minister.
Minister for Urban Development. Yeah, he's also the Minister, Urban Development Minister, Mr. Milind Naik. He has become a mafia. He is running the entire coal ship which comes there. Entire stevedoring is done by him under his license in the name of MN Construction. The entire transportation, coal transportation is done by him under the transportation, Mayureshwar Transportation. The contractor, the wagons, unloading of wagons is been done by him. Even the transportry for that wagons which they put is been handled by him. So this all is the issue which I am going to tell you, that there was one vessel which had come, and that vessel was of iron ore. So iron ore was supposed to be loaded, and that vessel was supposed to go. And that stevedoring also, MN Construction had got, Mr. Milind Naik. Now what happened, that ship is there for almost for now more than 12 days. And they are calling shortage of iron ore.
Okay.
So now they don't have the stock. So now from where to get? The ship will go for demurrage. So when it goes for demurrage, these people have to bear the crores of rupees loss.
Correct.
So that million will also have to pay. So now just to avoid that, what they have done, basically in MPT port, what happens, the entire iron ore is stopped over there. And then the iron ore is removed, and then it is being exported, put in the ship, and then it is taken away.
Correct.
So the remaining iron which remains on the ground, so it becomes a layer. So the way it is a layer, so now once
stacked,
that iron ore is removed, they get stacked, that thing, and the road is beneath. The actual road was under, and that iron ore is being stocked on top for a quite long of distance, around 1.5 meters. So 1 kilometer, around 1 kilometer, it is there. So normally the MPT people, what they do, after 1 year or something, they remove that entire thing. they remove the entire thing, they come to the road level, and that stock is kept in the port. After keeping, they inform to the director of
Okay.
mines. The director of mines comes and they see the grade, they check the grade, and then they go for e-auction. So now what this Milind Naik has done, he has bought his own screening machine, he has brought his own wheel loader, he has brought his own truck, he has bypassed the MPT totally, and what he has done, he has removed, he has dug that. So this was not e-auction material, this was not been e-auction, it is a property of the nation.
So
It is a
basically, you're saying it's a
property-
loss to the exchequer, no? Right? Loss.
So he has removed that without doing any payment of that material. He has directly taken and put in that barge MB Tunga, and that barge 1965, and that barge has already unloaded it at the vessel at Marine Dolphin.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Beside that, he has bought another 5,000 metric tons of cargo and kept on the berth number 9. Now this is also he is going to put in the vessel and send it.
Okay.
This will be a loss to the government exchequer of around 3.5 crores.
Right,
Now,
that's a
who
lot of
has
money.
given him the permission?
Correct.
That is a lot of money, and who has given the permission to him? How can, so that means he is doing a daylight robbery by taking our asset. That is a national property. Minerals property. It's a nation's property. How can he take it and export it without informing the
Okay.
director of
Yeah,
mines?
Sankalp,
And
we
it was
are,
a shocking- it was a
Absolutely. We are
shocking-
almost out of time. So what I'm saying is you just finish off on the, just finish off any last words on the ISL and try to stifle dissent of the government. On that, could we finish? We're almost out of time.
I will tell you, we are not against ISL, we are not against the player, we are not against the matches happening in Goa. We were only protecting the interest of our Goans brother.
Yes.
We are only demanding give the business to the Goans. This is our only demand. We are not against ISL. We don't have any intention to disturb the ISL matches. If, as per their promise, which they told us, by Monday evening, they will give the work order to us. If they fail to that, then the consequences they will have to face, not we us. They have given us the word and we are fighting. And if we go and if we disturb and if they try to arrest us, let them arrest us. We are least bothered. But we are going to fight for the people of Goa, and these people of Goa, where they are assured that they are going to give the business. I only request the ISL people, please give this business to the Goan. We are not against you. We are not against the player. We are not against your matches. We welcome you in Goa because Goa is known for a peace-loving state, and
Okay.
we welcome you.
Yes.
Don't try to take our bread. Don't try to take the bread of our Goan people. This is the only request what I want to do to the ISL people.
Thanks a lot, Sankalp. Yes, especially with Corona, with the virus, the almost 7-8 months business is closed. There are a lot of people, especially taxi, tourism, who have no income at all. The situation is pretty bad. Yeah, thank you, Sankalp. It was a very nice talking to you. And thanks for coming on Goa 365. And keep on watching Goa 365.